Hey, welcome to the First Issue Club. We're your weekly comic book podcast where, just like Sue Storm, we love a good read. We're here for you. Reading first issues every dang week to help you find a comic book that suits you.
Every week?
We do this every dang week. Can you
You're
believe
gonna
it?
love the way you look.
See all the comics we're surrounded by? Like half of them are first issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for a good 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Is that about right?
Yeah.
Maybe even more.
What year is it? 1930?
So old steady here to help you find a comic book
Oh,
that you
God.
might like.
That's the
What?
That's the podcast equivalent to Unk. Old steady. Old steady
You
signs.
said unk too many times today for me.
Sorry. That's like probably my 8th time I've said Unk. If I say it enough, people won't call me it.
Okay, how about that? You're
Yeah.
deflecting.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to talk about those comics. There's not a lot of indie offerings this week. I
No.
think maybe one or two.
I read one.
And okay, so that's good. So we have one here today.
Got it.
I read 3 big 2 books, and then Greg, another big 2 from you.
Yeah, I tried to wade into the X-Men waters.
Okay,
See if I drowned later on.
great. All right, before we get into the comics, I want to talk about something near and dear to my heart, which is Space Camper Cosmic IPA, made by Boulevard Brewing Company. This IPA specifically is out of this world. It comes in a series of different varietals. Vargas is on the OG with the traditional Space Camper can. And then Greg,
Mother Omega, the Cluster Fuzz IPA.
that's right, so many different flavors and composites of different cosmic chemistry to try within all these different
Ooh.
cans. So get yourself a variety pack and have you some Space Camper. Thank you, Boulevard Brewing Company, for making First Issue Club possible.
Yum, yum, give me some Space Camper IPA. Not a beer. It's a journey. Please drink responsibly. Be over 21. Please.
We love you.
All right.
That's my contribution.
Wow, very sweet. What comic book news do we have? And I'm not talking about the paraphernalia you're handed out in your comic book shop.
Do they still do that?
Yes.
Oh.
There's one right there.
Comic book news. Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
Fred Hembeck still in it?
I don't know if Fred Hembeck still does the strips in it, but
I love Fred.
it's just as a waste of paper as it was 10 years ago. So
Well, everyone, I got some comic book news. If we all want to bow our heads, light our cubicles in effigy,
mhm.
and pay our not so much respects, but just acknowledge that the creator of Dilbert has passed away. Renowned shithead and creator of a character that defies logic and any kind of razzle dazzle.
People who still get newspapers delivered every day are
My grandma
incensed.
they
They
cannot be consoled.
They cannot be consoled.
Actually, Dilbert hasn't been published in a while.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah. If you don't know, the creator of Dilbert kind of came out recently within the last 5 to 10 years and said some really fucked up shit about race and the trans community and just anything and everything he had an opinion about, and it was wrong.
Look, if you're a person, this guy hates you.
Essentially, yeah. If you're anyone but Dilbert, this dude hates you. Anyway, I had to mention it because Dilbert was a kind of a monster in the comic book world.
Had a TV show.
Had a TV show. It was big on Drew Carey, the TV show.
Uh-huh.
He had like Dilbert stuff all around. So it did make its imprint within our community, positive or negative, up for debate. So I had to mention that the creator of Dilbert finally succumbed to my prayers.
Rest in piss, Scott Adams.
Scott Adams, that's his name.
Yeah. You can look up, there's
I called him Dilbert's dad.
a couple really wild stories about him getting his medical care
Yeah.
in his final years that is kind of disheartening when you think about like
Yeah.
what's wrong with our
Medical system.
medical system. But if you tweet the president and have donated a lot of money, that you get to magically jump the line.
Yeah.
And
He got
that-
the fast pass.
Yeah. Does that work for everybody? No.
Let's try.
Maybe we should.
Let's try. I'll tweet.
Maybe we should think about a system that works for more people.
Yeah. You know,
Well, I mean,
universally, we'll
Yeah.
say.
No. It works for plenty of people. Just the way they count it is by your dollars.
Well, by your
That's the
by
ticketing
your,
system.
by your follower count.
Well,
If you
Yeah.
That
get
was more the case here.
if you get X premium and get
oh,
Gronk to at the president,
got it.
yeah. Ugh, I felt gross just saying
I
that
know.
string
Yeah.
of words.
Moving
Yuck.
on.
Moving on, something fun that I'm looking forward to. Chip Zdarsky will be doing the April 1st edition of Mad Magazine. It says here, DC is proud and slightly concerned to announce Mad About DC, a 64-page one-shot arriving April 1st, 2026. Yes, April 1st, and no, it isn't a prank unless you count letting Chip Zdarsky run this thing as its guest editor as a prank on the DC universe.
That's fun.
I foresee a lot of Hush jokes, or Hush 2 jokes.
There's a Hush cover.
I'm excited for this. This is what Mad Magazine needed. A little shot in the butt. It's been kind of reissuing like older issues and older jokes for a while. It just like hasn't been anything new in quite some time. So this is kind of fun. And like I assume they're doing this to kind of maybe get some more interest in the satirical magazine of yesteryear.
How about it?
And who better?
Are they printing this as I assume it's an issue of Mad, so it'll
Yes.
be magazine size.
Yes.
Being a DC thing, it's very niche. It's not meant to have the appeal that Mad Magazine once had.
Sure. I see what
Right?
you mean.
It's
Mhm.
it's about comics for comic book fans specifically.
Well, Mad's done that in the past. Like they've focused on like superhero stuff. Like they've had like the superhero issue or whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
So this, I mean, I don't think this is out of the realm of something Mad Magazine would typically do. I mean, it's not like like National Lampoon magazine would do this, but
Wait, so maybe I misunderstood this. It's not like Mad Magazine went away and is
Mad Magazine was purchased by DC Publishing.
okay.
Like a decade ago.
And they been releasing regular issues since?
Yes, but it's like
And this is a guest issue that Chip Zdarsky is writing.
yeah. So,
Okay,
but
I didn't realize that. I
Yeah.
thought it had been gone for a while, and they're like,
Uh-uh.
"Let's bring it back, but make it just
no.
about us."
But they've been doing
Okay.
like they have been releasing new stuff. It's been kind of
Yeah.
like the greatest hits of Mad Magazine.
Regurgitation of
Yeah.
old stuff.
Yeah, I think it's like a quarterly thing too. I
Mhm.
don't think it's a monthly.
It used to be monthly up until probably COVID.
Yeah,
But yeah, now it's quarterly, and it does not have the power it once did
oh certainly
as
not.
the satirical machine that it was and started out at. But I think this is kind of a fun opportunity for DC and Chip Zdarsky and the cast of clowns he gets to help out on this to kind of
Yeah.
poke fun at their boss. It's
Yeah.
like it's like when your boss gets on the dunk tank at the carnival and it's just like, oh come on guys, I'm one of you. When really.
This will be so inside baseball that I'll probably pick it up. I don't know
Well,
that
yeah.
I've ever bought an issue of Mad Magazine before, but
Oh, okay.
this sounds fun.
I mean, I'm in too.
Yeah.
Unless it's like,
Can I just borrow your copy?
No,
you can borrow my Hush cover.
Okay.
he has to get it at 9.8.
Nothing I own is a 9.8.
That's true. Even your slabs.
Even my slabs. No, I have one 9.8.
You
It's the
freak.
Batman #1 reprint or Detective 27 reprint.
Oh yeah, that's right.
My goober. What else? Oh, over on the Patreon, we talked about the new Masters of the Universe He-Man trailer that came out.
Well, we made up a lot of information about
Made up a lot of
Masters
information. Tried to talk Mike D through it. I don't think we sold him on it. So, who knows? Tune in, find out.
Yep.
The Super Bowl is right around the corner. What trailers will we be getting?
We gotta talk Avengers Doomsday trailer.
I will not going to do that for another goddamn episode. I refuse. I'm saving that for the Super Bowl episode. What
Have
else?
we seen a Daredevil Part 2 trailer?
No.
I don't know if that's Super Bowl worthy.
We'll get a Spider-Man trailer at the Super Bowl.
yeah,
Mhm.
probably Spider-Man.
Punisher's supposed to be in it,
Mhm.
and Tombstone.
Why
I
not
s-
Three Stone? You know,
I saw an article the other day that was like,
Boom.
why don't people like Tom Holland's Spider-Man? And I was like, I thought we all liked Tom
Yeah, who
Holland's
doesn't?
Spider-Man.
yeah.
Okay, good. We're on the same page.
Yeah.
then. This is just the internet being salty for like headline sake then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
Who better to be a touchstone of what people liked and 3 white guys.
We make the world go round, I guess.
We're clearly representative of people. Marvel is starting to advertise their next big summer event.
Oh my God.
The
Is this the Civil War thing?
No, but we can talk about that. I'm talking about the summer event, the Annihilation or Armageddon or whatever it is.
Oh, it's Armageddon.
Armageddon, yeah. Looks like it has something to do with that box from
The Ultimates?
the Ultimates and
Oh,
Ultimate
okay.
Endgame. That box is
That the maker was making?
sort of teased in silhouette.
All right.
So
Even though Ultimates is ending, we've got some fallout in the main line of Ultimates.
you can call it Ultimate Fallout.
The ultimate Fallout.
But yes, as Greg said, Civil War is also coming back.
In comics and real life, maybe.
Yeah. So Marvel's doing and Mike and I talked about this actually before we started recording.
Oh, yes.
They're doing a flashback kind of series. It's
Yes.
sort of interlude stories that
Untold stories from the Civil
were
War.
untold, big air
series.
quotes, untold stories from the Civil War.
Stuff we
event.
just thought about stories of Civil War.
Yeah. So what are our thoughts about this? Again, Mike D and I sort of had this conversation where it's
The well has run dry.
I don't know.
I'm mostly invested in mainline current continuity,
Uh-huh.
and those other series like throw me off. I always get frustrated when I pre-order something
Mm-hmm.
and then it turns out to be set in like 80s Marvel. And I'm like, man,
Like the Battle World book.
let's progress stuff that is happening now in the
Mhm.
Marvel universe. And but then you've got your fans who are just like stuck in a time and want Claremont X-Men to stay Claremont X-Men and never change, never do anything different. And great, they can have their comics that do that thing, but the publishers just need to be really clear about what these things are.
Yeah.
So for me, it'll be a pass unless it's got clear implications that like we're introducing something that's gonna be the impetus for an event that happens in current day Marvel timelines. Then I might read it as like it's an Omega issue to a current Marvel event coming up.
Yeah.
If not, I'm disinterested, I think.
It's a no for me, dog.
Yeah.
The caveat to that for me is when it's kind of played as a goof 'em up. Like when they did Deadpool's Secret Wars
Yeah.
and they like retroactively inserted Deadpool into the Secret Wars event
Mm-hmm.
to comedic effect.
Yeah.
I think that stuff is fun and funny.
Yeah.
But you could play it in a serious way where like, okay, we're bringing the Sentry back in current continuity and actually the Sentry had a big part to play in Civil War, but you never saw it.
That is another thing.
I think what that's gonna be doing.
Sometimes I am interested in these like retcon things.
Yeah.
That if they're saying, hey, instead of the events that happened during Civil War, this is what now occurred then,
Mm-hmm.
I might be more inclined to buy that than just like, here are the in-between stories you missed during an event that happened 20 years ago.
Yeah, I want an addition to the story. Or like
And they may not lead with that, but like so I don't know when this new Civil War stuff's gonna drop before this new Marvel Armageddon, right?
Uh-huh.
In order for something to make this is all speculation. In order for something to make sense in this Marvel Armageddon, they may have to be like, okay, retroactively, we'll have to say something happened during the Civil War time series for Marvel for all of this to start making sense.
Yeah, right.
That could be why they're doing this.
Yeah.
I don't know people who are like clamoring to go back to the Civil War era of Marvel. It was bombastic when it happened, but I mean Civil War 2 bombed so hard.
Yeah.
It was a thing where like, I don't know. We talked about this a while ago that there is the DC maneuver of like, we're going to reset everything and start fresh.
And I get fun.
And then there's the Marvel maneuver,
Mm-hmm.
which is we'll tweak pieces of the history and kind of like piecemeal it to you. And you can just like, if you miss that, you can take it with a grain of salt and just keep moving on. And the recent Chip Zdarsky Captain America run is a great example of that, where it said, let's do this like new proto Captain America origin story, but instead of coming back during the 60s,
Mm-hmm.
he's coming back in the aftermath of 9/11.
It's the sliding timeline.
Yeah, it's the whole sliding timeline thing. And if they're sliding timelining some Civil War stuff,
Sure.
like, fine, release it. And if you're interested in that, read it. If you're not, like, read the headline on
Bleeding Cool.
Comics Beat or Bleeding Cool or whatever,
Yeah.
and just be like, oh, okay, now I know that, like, the Sentry did this during Civil War, and I'm up to speed.
I'll be interested to see what this.
I'm
ends
sure
up-
they'll be good.
Well,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They
right.
have good writers doing good things. It just depends on whether you're interested in
Mhm.
rehashing Civil War or not.
My dollar will be voted based on what the series ends up being, because
Mhm.
like even when Civil War was coming out, I was less interested in like Civil War front lines, where
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
what's Ben Urich doing while the superheroes are fighting? I
Yeah.
don't.
And Andy goes, "Who?"
Yeah, I don't care what the editor of the Daily Bugle is doing
Yeah.
whilst the Hulk is rampant. You know, like
Yeah.
so if this is that where it's like, ever wonder what Jessica Drew was doing while
Uh-huh.
Captain America and Iron Man were fighting? I don't
Oh,
really care, but
Yeah.
give me the bullet points, I guess.
yeah, what was Shang-Chi up to while we were, you know?
Yeah.
I don't care, but yeah, if it's some sort of like, you know, Civil War unfolded the way it did because of the machinations of
Yeah.
Yeah.
whatever, that's interesting.
Yeah. You find out that someone else put the whole thing in motion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. I'll read that
Yeah.
because I like Civil War a lot. I like that event.
Yeah. It's tied to your origins as a comic book fan.
Very
so-
much so.
Yeah.
Very much so.
I'll wait for them to revisit War of the Realms.
It's funny to imagine them coming back to that. People would be like, "What?"
There's more war going on, more realms.
It's
Give it to me.
It's crazy how big the events are and how fast they like leave your brain or like seem like at the
Yeah.
at the time they do such good marketing of making it feel like, man, this is gonna be rad, and then
This is the final event.
and then like typically they don't have any repercussions really, or maybe like
Yeah.
one character has some repercussions, like Jane Foster,
Yeah.
I think specifically, and even then it's like we brought her right
Yeah.
back.
Now she's Valkyrie.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I forgot about that.
Mhm.
yeah, who knows?
Part of me, the smooth brain part of me, kind of wishes they would just do events the same way they did Secret Wars 2015, where it's like all comic books stop and we do the thing, and then once the thing is over, you can read comic books again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DC has been doing that
DC
recently.
is good about doing that.
Yeah.
Future State, Sleepy Time Tea, DCKO. Like,
Yep.
Well, DCKO has all their ongoings are still running.
yeah, that's true.
It just
So fucking forget about DCKO.
I mean, but you know, Sleepy Time Tea was a good example.
Yes.
where, like,
Night Terrors.
Yeah, sorry.
Sure.
Night Terrors.
Yeah.
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 Was that the last event that actually did that?
Oh, there's got to be something out. Night Terrors has been like
2 years?
2 years ago at least, right? They had to have done like let's take a 1 month break and just do these stories for a minute.
I can't think of one.
Yeah.
They did it.
The-
Sorry, I had Elmore Fudd there for a minute. It was Future State did it, and then Night Terrors did it, and then I can't
Yeah.
remember anything after that.
But
They did all that, like the lead into the all-ins to Absolute Power.
Oh yeah, the Lazarus
Oh, that's
Pit
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
stuff, Lazarus Planet.
Lazarus Planet. But that,
You're right. The Absolute Power was the
but
lead into All In.
but
Mhm.
were the ongoing still running through that? I want to say they were.
I don't know,
But was it so
but I do appreciate.
widespread that it was just all going towards?
Yeah,
Absolute
like,
Power.
It maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, I wish they would just do the thing
Yeah.
Yeah.
and have the series writers just write spin-off series or
You know,
whatever.
what I wish they would do?
What's that, Greg?
Stop with events.
Okay.
I'm putting my Chris
I was
Claremont
gonna
foot
say
down.
you and Chris.
Mhm.
Events have ruined comics.
or just save them. Do one every 2 years.
Maybe.
Imagine how eventful they would be
Instead of every quarter.
instead of every summer.
Do you think that would kill comics though? Stopping events?
No, because you can still sell variant covers, despite the fact.
You don't have to stop renumbering.
Yeah. You think that the reason they do them is because they sell a lot, right?
Yeah.
I would love to see the numbers on that.
Yeah. It'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to be like, here's a year with us doing a bunch of events, and then here's a year where we just like took an entire year off and didn't do like a big flagship thing, which you could still be like
the year of no events.
You could still do like, hey, Summer of Superman, and like Superman titles have like a couple like little crossovers.
Yeah.
But not doing like every single title turns into Night Terrors for a whole month.
Yeah.
Yeah. They like build like IKEA furniture together or something.
Yeah.
Something mundane.
All right, you want to do comic books?
Yeah.
That's the reason I'm here.
Let's go.
Let's talk about them. I'll grab one out of my list at random.
Do it.
My favorite part of the show.
Oh, he didn't read that one.
Green Lantern Galactic Slam #1 is one I read this week, and it is a DC KO tie-in.
Who wrote this, Mike D?
Adams? I just have a last name on the cover.
Oh yeah, R.I.P. Scott Adams,
The creator of Dilbert.
creator of Dilbert.
Can you imagine? What a way to go out.
No.
The slam is on people of color.
The slam was him hitting the tombstone.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, this follows Kyle Rayner, who
Mhm.
is a Green Lantern,
Correct.
and he's
So far, so good.
on Earth doing the DCKO thing, like fighting off parademons while the tournament is going on. If you're not following DCKO, just take all of this
Take
with
a break.
grain of salt. Yep,
Uh-huh,
take a
uh-huh.
chill pill for a second. I was worried I would spoil some DCKO for myself because I'm not totally caught up. But this book was quite a delight and did not have any spoilers really for any other DC KO stuff going on right
Love
now.
that.
So you can dip right in this fun little Green Lantern-y romp and add some value to DCKO, or just like leave it out if you don't want to read it. But the premise of this is our Green Lantern character helps kick some ass, kind of drains his power, and then accidentally gets punted into a boom tube by a parademon,
Okay.
and then wakes up in what is essentially like the DC universe's or the DC galaxy's version of outer space WWE, or I guess more appropriately maybe for DC because they do all the AEW.
Oh,
Oh,
sure.
we'll,
Yeah.
we'll say AEW for their sake.
For branding purposes.
And I think this wrestling, outer space wrestling federation is a pre-existing DC idea
Oh, okay.
where like the Flash has, popped in and out of some of their tournaments before. But what essentially happens is they pop around different times and places in the galaxy, always surrounding an apocalypse type event.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then they have a battle royale in the midst of the apocalypse, and it makes for really exciting television. Gets broadcast everywhere in the universe. There are these like champions of it. So the whole thing is just like crazy fighting, your wrestling type stars doing their thing with our Green Lantern thrown into the mix. He gets taken under the wing by this like kind of alien Hulk Hogan type guy who seems to be a solid dude,
Yeah.
and they
Salt of the earth.
kind of find a way together to they find out why like Earth isn't being brought a tournament because they're having an apocalyptic type event with all the parademons and
Yeah.
Dark Side trying to take over the universe. There's this conspiracy at the Wrestling Federation with them trying to stay away from Earth, blah, blah, blah. They get to the bottom of it. They get back to Earth. But there's a lot of like heart and charm with big tough guys. It's very like almost lizard brain bro, just like wrestling, bro love.
It's real to me, damn it.
Yeah.
It sounds very Daniel Warren Johnson.
Yeah. I wouldn't be if I didn't know he didn't write this, I wouldn't be surprised to learn that he wrote this.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
Sounds fun.
yeah, I think it's something a lot of our Discord people who, are into wrestling or Daniel Warren Johnson type stuff would get a real kick out of this. And I don't think you need to be like obsessed with DCKO or know absolutely anything about this particular Green Lantern to get a real kick out of it.
Hell yeah.
This book was kind of a hoot.
And is this a one shot?
Yes.
Yes.
Can't argue with
You
that.
can't argue with that.
Yeah.
So it was $14.99.
Had 18 covers.
I think it was $5.99.
Hey, all right, I can swallow that.
Yeah, and it's kind of beefy.
Yeah.
Much like the wrestlers depicted in the film or the comic.
So that's a recommend from me.
Perfect. Starting strong.
All right, I'm going to talk about Psylocke Ninja next. Yeah, ninja pose on the cover. A lot of people fans of the Psylocke.
Mhm.
This is by Tim Seeley.
Tim Seeley did 2 books, X-Men books this week.
Yeah, 2 X-Men books in 1 week. 2 X-Men first issues. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tim.
Really doing it. Go off,
Go off,
King.
King Seeley.
In any case, this book, kind of to my dismay, takes place during like Psylocke's origin,
Oh.
where she just has gotten the Siege Perilous and resets the kind of time. Do you guys know what the Siege Perilous is?
No idea.
Greg's letting out a big ass yawn.
Sorry, no.
I mean,
Oh
kind
god,
of,
Siege Perilous.
kind
again.
of, yeah. Like these are like deep
The
cut.
Siege Perilous
things.
was a naval battleship in World War One
Uh-huh.
that went missing.
So close. It's a crystal,
Oh, sorry, yeah, that Siege Perilous.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
and the crystal opens a gateway that lets people start fresh.
Oh, okay, so it's Scientology.
And
Yeah, this is Psylocke's attempt.
Is this Hare
to become-
Krishna?
This is Psylocke's attempt to let go of her thetans.
A lighter chakra.
Yes. She's trying to become OT4.
so, as the lore goes, somewhere in the X-Men 200s, Psylocke takes a band of mutants with her through the Siege Perilous Gate
Mm-hmm.
because it's their only way to survive like this coming fight and this like vision she's seen of the end of the X-Men and Wolverine has seen of the end of the X-Men. It's kind of their only way out. So she mind controls her team to walk through the gate in order to save their lives. She thinks they'll refuse because they've got a duty to that earth that they're on and the lives that they've been living. And then some of our X-Men lore then picks up with, all the confusing stuff about like Psylocke becoming Quanon and becoming Betsy Braddock.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of that is tied into this. So in this series, Psylocke's tabula rasa, starting fresh, is to go into the Quanon body
Uh-huh.
and become a member of the Hand. And then she's supposed to take out people who have turned on the Hand, your people like Elektra. So we're setting up a fight in issue 2 between Elektra and Psylocke. So these are a lot of things that we knew happened in X-Men lore, but we didn't get a lot of explicit specifics, especially because it was a female character in like the early 90s, late 80s. Like she's not going to get her own solo series giving you the ins and outs of how all the like Quanon stuff happened. But this is more on how it happened.
If you want to take Psylocke 102, you got a pretty good grade in Psylocke 101. This seems like a good series to explore.
Yeah, it is something that is like pretty inaccessible, and again, another thing where you can just like rip out the first 4 pages and be like, some Psylocke story that took place like some random time. Sure. Like you can
Why not?
you can enjoy it in that regard. But if you're like, I want to really understand this, or
Mhm.
I want a comic that contributes to the X-Men world that's occurring today, right now,
Mhm.
this is not one of those books. And Vargas and I talked about how we wish these almost got labeled. Just like how a Max imprint got labeled to show you there's like violent stuff.
Mhm.
I feel like sometimes
Like, hey, careful, everyone. Words in this one. A
Yeah.
lot of words in this one.
that they need to say, hey, in this one, we're taking you to the 80s and redefining like Claremont lore.
Yeah.
Sure.
That there's a certain person that's very interested in this.
Mm-hmm.
I would have not bought this comic if I knew.
Like an
That's-
era alert. Like,
yeah,
on the
exactly
cover.
right.
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
Marvel lore.
I mean,
It's titled
seriously, like
Marvel
that.
lore.
That's not a bad idea to think about if you're a publisher of just like, listen, and then that actually opens up the door to do more stories in
Mhm.
different generations.
Yeah. Well, and yeah.
Do an origin series, Psylocke Origins.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like,
Yes.
Yeah,
And-
or Psylocke in betweeners. Like it's like these stories that happen
Yeah.
between the stuff that you already know.
but as you know, there's looking at this cover, there's nothing that would lead you to believe
No, fuck no,
that this takes place like before X-Men 280.
because they want to sell the book.
Yeah, right. So a little disappointing.
How dare you? How dare you, Psylocke?
I also read Rogue: Shadows of Tomorrow
Uh-huh.
by Erica
Mhm.
Schultz. We love Erica Schultz. Cool David Nakayama
Mm-hmm.
cover.
What crystal did she get?
She is not well. She specifically says, "I don't want that dragon crystal that you guys have been using to teleport around town."
Guys, please.
Hey, smart move, because then she would have gone back to the 80s.
Yeah. So, this book, Rogue, is having flashbacks
To the 80s. God damn it.
the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants,
Oh, fudge.
Uh-huh.
and goes to like find Mystique and poke into this timeline and be like, why am I having these like vivid memories and all of this stuff is coming up for me that seems like unhealthy and scary and blah blah blah. And Mystique is going to help her get to the bottom of what her visions are and what her hangups might be. I don't know if there's like a telepathic bad guy in this that's causing these things
Shadowkey.
or what the exact situation is, but at a minimum, it at least takes place during now X-Men stuff and is maybe an excuse to have Rogue away from the team for a little bit
Mm-hmm.
so they can do something else in the X-Men storyline. I mean, Rogue is one of those characters. You don't think about this often as even a X-Men super fan, but Rogue is such a powerhouse that
Yeah.
it can sometimes de-escalate certain X-Men stories
Yeah.
because it's just like, well, she could punch that guy to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
like or just like suck that person's like life force drive.
Yeah, just touch them.
Yeah. That she's one of the most powerful mutants, but basically as powerful as Captain Marvel
Mm-hmm.
after
Yeah.
she stole her and Power Man's powers or
Yeah.
like Wonder Man's powers.
The cover is crazy. Her hair is defying logic.
Hey, man, bigger the hair, closer to God.
I mean,
you
it
know
is
what
like Dolly Parton, Elvira hair. That is
Yeah.
a lot of volume.
Really big. She's flying through the air.
If you just like the white spot on her head,
Mhm.
the white hair, that looks like normal hair.
That's a normal haircut, yeah.
But like the bonfait behind it, let's just like that is a lot of
Drop the routine, sis.
yeah.
You know?
What products are you using?
So even though this took a step back to Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, Destiny, and
Mhm.
that whole gang, it's at least grounded in something that is current. They're investigating what happened current day.
Mhm.
It doesn't take place in 1980s X-Men. So I appreciate that about it.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Lots of X-Men.
2 X-Men's,
Yeah.
1 DC.
I will say I tried to read the X-Force book
Yes.
by Tim Seeley.
Tim Seeley's other X book.
I will also say that I successfully read
Hey.
the Inglorious X-Force book
Yeah.
by Tim Seeley.
It was I think I was just I told you guys before the episode. I've come to terms that I am just not an X-Men appreciator.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a lot of lore and history that I don't want to take the time to learn.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do, you get these great books that are worth your time because you've invested into them. And I can't enjoy it as much as you guys because I haven't taken the time
Yeah.
to know all this stuff.
I loved the X-Men cartoon when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Started buying X-Men comics when I was a kid. Fascinated by all the character designs and the different like narratives that have gone on. The whole thing with this being a book about diversity is something that's always been really cool to me.
Mm-hmm.
And one of these like sticking points of like, yeah, it's goofy superhero comics, but we're continually using this as a medium to like impart morality, that these are like modern day legends and
Mm-hmm.
things like that. So I feel like I've purposefully invested a lot of time to get a lot of value out of new books like this when these things happen. But I do feel like I'm wearing shackles sometimes, that like now I'm cursed to every month have to buy like 15 different X-Men titles because
Yeah.
I'm so ingrained now
Mm-hmm.
that if I lost 6 weeks, I would be like, I'm completely lost again, because like a million sub teams with like all these interrelationships have like dynamically changed certain things about these characters. So it is an odd relationship, and I don't blame anybody for being like, I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's a comic book that I like love, and I'm like, oh, if you just like gave it a chance or had this bit of context, but like we talked about this in the Discord, you cannot expect someone to read 60 issues of something
Mm-hmm.
to
Get one joke.
to like a miniseries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's a huge investment in time. Just time. Let's say I give you all those comic books for free.
Mm-hmm.
Like
You still got to read them.
reading 60 like 80s X-Men comics those are dense.
Yeah.
Those are just like, there's barely words for pictures after all the word bubbles.
Chris.
Yeah.
I will say though, one of the things that's always drawn me to X-Force books in particular
Uh-huh.
is that the whole concept of X-Force is they're like the Black Ops
Yeah.
Strike Force team.
Uh-huh.
So
It does kind of live on a little bit of an island because of that.
exactly.
Yeah.
And this book is no exception. In it, Cable is recruiting a team. He has sort of, well, he has like lost his memory. He doesn't really know where he is or when he is
Mhm.
or why he's there. But
He's been time sliding too much.
he's been time
He's
sliding
got
too
time
much.
slide sickness.
He can't time slide.
Time slide blindness.
He can't time slide, and he's lost his connection to Bell, his AI that sort of
Oh yeah.
tells him what's going on.
His skips.
his he's lost his connection to
Scoots.
Siri.
Or what's it? Scoots, yeah. Booster golds.
But what he does have is 3 names carved into his cybernetic arm.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
And that is
Boom Boom.
Boom Boom, Archangel, and Helverine.
Okay.
So he
Yeah, when
goes
I saw Hellfree, I was like, what the fuck is
he
going
goes
on?
and recruits all 3 of those people to go on this mission. He knows what this mission is.
Yeah.
And he sort of doesn't tell them. And what it ends up is they're trying to protect Kamala. Not Kamala. Oh my God. Kamala Khan.
Yes.
Jesus.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Khan, because she's going to end up being the first mutant president in the future.
Whoa.
And and she gets assassinated
Oh.
in the future, right?
Okay.
So Cable's mission is to
Man, she's
prevent that.
died a handful of times now.
Yeah. Well, Cable's mission is to prevent that from happening.
Okay.
Keep her safe.
Yeah.
Right? And the other clue on his arm is one of us. So he thinks
another mutant.
one of the 4 of the people on his
Oh,
arm, him or the 3 team members, is going to be the assassin.
Interesting.
So it's sort of a keep your enemies closer type situation. He's recruiting them to be on the team so that he can make sure that he stops them from.
Yeah. And, I get it. Memento was a fun movie. Right? You leave little clues on your body, tell you how you got here. It's all a journey. If you had enough time to write 3 names on your arm and one of us, you simply could have written down, Boom Boom did it.
Well, he doesn't know in the future.
Right. He doesn't know who. Yeah.
He only knows that one of them is responsible.
Yes.
Yeah. He's narrowed it down.
Yeah.
Boom Boom did it. Get bread and cheese.
Yeah. Milk, eggs. Boom Boom's gonna do it.
Find the nanny.
So most of this issue is Cable sort of recruiting this team.
Yeah.
And then going and making contact with Kamala.
Our politically minded comic book
with
friends
Miss
over here,
Marvel.
It's
Andy.
the same name.
with Miss Marvel.
This sounds fun.
It
to
is.
me.
It was a lot of fun.
And they've been putting Kamala in a lot of core X-Men stuff lately.
They are pushing her hard as an
Yeah.
X-Man.
She's a mutant now? She's a mutant now.
She was in all the giant size stuff. She's
Yes.
been in like Nyx and a handful of those other like supporting titles. Had her own little X-Men title for a minute. I'm enjoying that side of the character.
Well, and so what's interesting is she sort of rejects that in this book.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so Cable kind of goes to her as like do you want to not join the team, but do you want to whatever, and she's like, I'll acknowledge that I'm a mutant, but I'm not going to play on your team, Cable.
Yeah.
And he's kind of in the position where he's like, well, tough shit. I've got to make sure you don't die.
Yeah.
So you're stuck with me.
Yeah,
So
right.
that's sort of where the issue ends. It's going to be cool to see if this is like an ongoing thing, if they're going to solve the time crime,
Yeah.
or if it's just going to be like
An
we know,
end that always happens.
yeah, like we know what the end point is, and every 4 issues we have to
Yeah.
keep it swerving from that thing happening.
What is that? Tom Cruise, or is it Tom Cruise?
Yeah. Live, Die, Repeat.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I love that movie. Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow. Yeah. That is a funny bit of trivia about that it has 2 titles.
2 titles. Uh-huh.
Do you know the story behind like why they ended up changing the name of it?
Because so Live, Die, Repeat was the tagline for the movie,
Oh.
and I think they changed it because nobody could think of the title of Edge of Tomorrow.
Okay.
Because it's initial. I mean, I'm sure there's like a legal reason or something, but the manga that it's based on is called All You Need Is Kill. So Edge of Tomorrow has nothing to do with the source material anyway.
People remember the hook of the movie, which
Yeah.
is Live, Die, Repeat.
Mhm.
Yes, that's what stuck. Got it. That's funny.
Anyway,
Good movie.
so it was a great movie. And they're coming out with an animated All You Need Is Kill, like an anime.
Oh, okay.
It's very soon. So
Look at there.
anyway, Inglorious X-Force was a cool book.
All right, right on.
I'll probably stick with it. I feel like I try an X book every year,
Yep.
and I end up dropping off of it because ultimately they end up crossing over with 6 other X-Men books, and I
Yeah.
just can't handle it.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see if this one. I mean, I kind of trust Tim Seeley, and this seems like it's a really small team
Yeah,
of like
right.
4 people plus the protectee.
Yep.
So
And the most niche character is Boom Boom,
who is
So-
a blast.
who's a
in this
fun
movie.
character. Yeah, you
Movie.
don't. There are the last X-Force book before this. There were a handful more obscure characters,
Mhm.
and every issue, a month between issues, you got to kind of do like a reset. That was like, who was this guy and
Yeah.
why? There were like 17 members too, and it was just a little too much.
Yeah.
Forge was the leader of the team.
Oh, that's
and
right. Yeah.
He had other stuff going on.
Yeah, this is feels very much like a self-contained thing.
Yeah.
And it even feels like, it's not like Professor X is like, "Hey, Cable, you need to start up X-Force," and go, there's no like guy in the chair or like,
Yeah.
man behind the curtain. It's just
Mhm.
like Cable's like, "Got to throw together a team and we're going to call it X-Force."
Yep.
So, it was a cool book.
All right. Right on.
I also read Bloodland, our one indie book of the week.
Okay.
This is B. Claymore.
Oh, yeah. Kansas City guy?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you're right. I wouldn't have put that together, but I think you're correct.
Yeah.
Boy, how do I describe this book? This is The Walking Dead meets The West Wing meets the current political climate.
Okay.
So, in this book, the president has made an agreement with an ancient order of vampires
That would happen.
who are slowly taking over the country.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
Yep.
It's all tracking so
keep
far.
going.
and the president has
And he has to buy Greenland
the
to protect us from the vampires.
the president has turned himself into basically a king, and he is
God, Andy.
he is serving an illegal third term
Mm-hmm.
with the help of the vampires.
Yeah.
And so there are,
Is this fiction or nonfiction?
art imitates life.
God.
So there are sort of these like bands of, resistance people like rising up against the vampires and stuff. So this is a 2-story book where you get one half is our band of vampire hunters out sort of hunting vampires and the people that support them. And the other half is, in my opinion, the more interesting story about a new mother who has just given birth. Her baby is taken from her, and she passes out sort of Walking Dead style, wakes up in a seemingly empty hospital,
Oh, yeah.
wanders around into the nursery and finds a vampire feeding on babies.
Oh my God.
So she, freaks out, ends up killing the vampire and the 2 vampire orderlies, ends up sort of falling in with these 2 other vampire hunters, and that's sort of where the issue ends.
Jeez.
So she's our
POV character.
yeah, our man, in our audience insert.
Yeah.
But it was, if you can kind of get over the like real close to,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
our current political climate of this book, it does feel like if you're a Walking Dead fan, you need to be reading this book because it really feels like that.
Yeah.
A lot of like even Why the Last Man, it's got that kind of like
Mm-hmm.
recent apocalypse kind of vibe.
Yeah.
But it was a cool book. It's an
It looks
interesting
awesome.
book.
The cover is very striking.
This is the B cover, and I got it for a reason. I thought it was a Magnolia cover, but it's not. Another Ignition Press book. These guys are on fire.
Oh, what number did you get?
Oh, I actually got it's in the
Andy needs a restraining order against his comic books. You have flicked your comic twice now.
who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? It's just a comic book,
It's
guys.
like he tries to not, just drags it along
Till,
tape, taking it out.
It explodes.
$3.89.
Put in your
$3.89.
put in your bike spokes
There you
next
go.
time.
Nice and low.
Yeah, I bet. You freak.
Yeah, so it's a good book. I enjoyed it thoroughly. It is one of those books that when I keep pulling it,
Mhm.
I'll have to like get in the mindset to read it
Yeah.
because it
right.
is
Yeah.
so close to home.
I get that. There's a handful of books like Animal Pound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I accumulated like 5 of those at one point and was just like, I'm gonna want to read these, but
Or
not right now.
The Recall.
Yes.
I didn't read
totally.
the Recall.
We covered the first issue
Yeah.
on the show, and we were like, you know what? It's a pass.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be fun. We're
Yeah.
supposed to just have fun reading comics. This is a little
Or Black.
too close to home.
Did you guys read Black?
Black and Black
Yeah.
AF.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are cool.
Yeah, it's all those books that like it's a good book, it's
Yeah.
an important book.
Yeah.
It just like you gotta man up a little and
Yeah.
you know,
You got a cowboy.
yeah,
up.
you gotta cowboy up and like read it. So anyway, truly though, if anybody out there is like a Walking Dead fan, this is I think a must pick up because it
This is a
really
comic
read
for
that way.
you.
Really read that way to me. So
All right on. Another week of comics in the books.
we did it.
Come back next week for more first issues. We'll see you then.
Bye.
Hey, Lou.
Hi Lou.
You were wanting some scratches. Lifting your leg up. Saying scratch me.
Oh my god.
Yawning up a storm.
Sorry.
We're dead.
Oh, we get a facsimile of the Killing Joke next week.
Yes.
Are there any videos you want, Andy, or do you want to say fuck it on videos?
No, I definitely want.
First Issue Club podcast is brought to you by Boulevard Brewing Company, the people responsible for our favorite drinks, the Space Camper Cosmic IPA family of beers. Our show is edited and produced by our hosts Mike DeStacy, Greg Lichtag, and Andy Vargas. You can find us on social media at First Issue Club, and you can join the supporters who keep our humble podcast going on our Patreon at patreon.com/firstissueclub.